Hey, good morning, everyone. It's March 14th, 2018. I'm Eric. I'm here at Zero Hedge, and University of Minnesota professor lectures on the violence of whiteness. I didn't know. Being white was violent. What do I know? I'm just a unwoke fucking cracker, right? This is coming from Campus Reform Tony Erickson. Okay, so the University of Minnesota has invited a professor dedicated to dismantling whiteness to speak next week on how whiteness is an existential threat to the United States. The elephant in the room, a grown-up conversation about whiteness, will be presented by Lisa Anderson Levy, an anthropology professor at Beloit College, whose teaching philosophy is predicated on the belief that teaching is a political act. I have to be careful of my tone here because covering this kind of stuff might get me kicked off of YouTube again. Which, by the way, people, I finally got my fucking Steemit account made again, and I say again because I went in there last week and tried to sign back on there after about a year of not going on there, and guess what? I couldn't. When I tried to change my password and paste it back in, it wouldn't take it, so I had to start all over on there too. And finally got on there, so I'm going to start putting my videos up on DTube too, just in case these assholes once again boot me off of YouTube. But I digress. During her lecture, she is slated to speak on a number of issues, including the violence of whiteness and how colleges and universities in the United States may be complicit in perpetrating this violence. Quote, this presentation explores the ubiquity and violence of whiteness and the ways in which academic institutions are poised to either reproduce or interrupt these discourses, writes Anderson Levy. She argues that whiteness poses an existential threat to social, political, and economic life in the U.S. and poses that decentering whiteness is one of the most urgent social dilemmas of our time and demands our immediate attention. She will also speak on how college administrators can decenter whiteness at their institutions, including in our budgets, our curricula, our disciplinary genealogies, our interactions with students, and our relationships with each other as colleagues. I bet some of them stupid-ass people up there at the University of Minnesota are some of the dumbass teachers, white teachers, or I'm not going to call them professors because they have no wisdom. They just have a bunch of shit to feed you, right? But these teachers, yeah, they're probably, a lot of them are probably white. What a bunch of fucking traitors. But I digress again. So this lecture appears to be geared towards college administrators. Students are welcome to attend, and UMM spokeswoman MLM Bauer confirmed to Campus Reform that the university is indeed sponsoring the lecture. Wow. I hope you didn't hear that stomach growl. It's not time to eat yet, stomach. I think that's it for this one, but wait, there's more. Here we are, once again at Zero Hedge. Social just curriculum leaks into math and science. Oh boy, they're going to really dumb that shit down, aren't they? Here's a little math problem for you. Not the one on the screen. I have my own. What does I equals PRT mean? Tell me in the comment section. I might send you a lice straw. If you get it right. Yes, I have some to send. Okay, if a train leaves New York going west at 60 miles an hour, and a train leaves Chicago going east at 70, how many microaggressions will the conductor commit before the trains collide? I'm going to have to break out the scientific calculator for this one, because I'm just too stupid to get this, but maybe some of my more enlightened viewers can help me out with this problem. Can you tell me what the answer is? Again, the question, if a train leaves New York going west at 60 miles an hour, and a train leaves Chicago going east at 70, how many microaggressions will the conductors commit before the trains collide? Okay. And they go on to ask, you think this question can't be answered by physics? Think again. According to Pomona College, racial bias and microaggressions are a necessary subject for physics coursework. Oh. We're doomed, people. Instead of learning about, I don't know, string theory or particles or radiation, decay, or any of this, these motherfuckers are going to learn to hate themselves, the white people, and the black people are going to learn to hate white people even more, and the same with all the other minorities here. Foundations of Modern Physics is a mandatory class for all physics and astronomy students at Pomona College. My advice to you is do not go to either of these fucking colleges. How can you learn anything when the teachers are pushing backwards political agendas? The Pomona College course catalog describes the class as an introduction to wave mechanics, spectra, and structure of atoms. How are the two related? Molecules and solids, nuclear physics and particle physics. According to an email obtained by the Independent sent from a student asking for assistance on the project, students in Foundations of Modern Physics must learn and discuss implicit bias, microaggressions, and other similar topics. Now, I can see where bias might be discussed, because you can become biased towards your own work, right? You could think that, but what's the rest of it have to do with physics? The email revealed that students are expected to bring to light some of these issues to both the physics department and Pomona in general, and cited a student movement at Harvard University which highlighted microaggressions against students of color as an example of the work expected from students enrolled in the physics class. Again, what's that have to do with all the other shit above? You know, wave mechanics, spectra and structure of atoms, molecules and solids, nuclear and particle physics. I venture to say that tomorrow's physicists aren't going to know shit about physics, and they're going to get everything wrong as a result. Okay, it's not clear what aspects of wave mechanics, atomic structures, molecules and solids, nuclear physics, or particle physics deals with interpersonal implicit bias, a topic typically reserved for the social sciences and humanities. The email stated that the student attempted her own rendition of the I Too Am Harvard project, a student developed movement at Harvard University to highlight microaggressions against students of color, with the catchphrase I too am, or hashtag I too am STEM. The student called for the stories of female students or students of color to discuss STEM-related social justice topics for women and persons of color. Aw, poor babies. Apparently, colleges are not content propagandizing only their liberal arts departments. Last year, statistics students at Pomona College were subjected to similar coursework. The main goal of this course, Math 58, is to enhance your analytical and statistical skills while exploring topics in social justice. You know, when I was in college, I had to take that damn statistics class I hated. And, man. A component of the class also includes mandatory journals submitted every week that should contain reflections on both the statistical and social justice topics covered. Students at Pomona seem to disagree with the course's objectives. One mathematics student told The Independent, under the condition of anonymity, that if you are studying math influenced by any ideology, it's not math. The beauty of math is that it is objective. It holds true regardless of culture, politics, and so on. If you're teaching social justice in a math class, you're not teaching math. My grandfather used to say that there are 3 types of untruths: lies, damn lies, and statistics. Apparently, the intelligentsia wants to prove this true, but they want to make sure the right lies are being told. A statistics course could hit on these topics inadvertently by talking about choosing the right type of sample for surveys and avoiding statistical errors based on bias. But it sounds more like they will teach how to work your bias right into your statistical analysis. Unfortunately, the professors teaching the courses never responded to multiple attempts by The Independent for an explanation of what exactly the social justice component of the class work will entail. So, you know, wow. Okay, I'm almost done here. I was going to stop right there, but it seems kind of important, the next paragraph here. So please tell us in the comments your own interpretation. Are microaggressions, racial and gender bias appropriate topics for physics and statistics classes? You don't have to play by the rules of the corrupt politicians, manipulative media, and brainwashed peers. When you subscribe to the Daily Bell, you also get a free guide. How to craft a 2-year plan to reclaim 3 specific freedoms. This guide will show you exactly how to plan your next 2 years to build the free life of your dreams. It's not as hard as you think. Identify, plan, and execute. Anyway, I thought I'd share these 2 articles with you. Hope everyone has a great day. Kill the state and live free.